This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Vic. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 3rd and 1, here's Vic. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
First down, Vikings.
Let's go now. 55.
From the shotgun, it's Vic. Being chased out left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. He got 29 yards that time.
Let's go.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Vic operating on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Here's Michael Vick. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Julius Peppers. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Throwing on 2nd and long. Vick got a man open. It's Darren Waller. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Kill.
3rd and long for Vic. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald gets to him for a gigantic loss of 19 yards. On is the Hall of Famer Ray Guy to punt this away on 4th down. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll run on 1st down. Dickerson. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And how much fun is it to watch Howie Long play defense? He spent his entire Hall of Fame career with the Raiders. Madden, and won a Super Bowl ring with the Raiders as well.
That's Super Bowl 18 over the Redskins, and I think Coach Madden was actually in the booth for that broadcast. And that was, what, 1984?
It certainly was. Big victory for the Raiders, gaining another Super Bowl title.
A gain of 37. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Wentz going to throw. It's Hill, complete. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
Let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. On defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, chip motion man. Put your hands on him. Look at that. Hands on motion man.
1st down, Vic. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right. And that's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. Herman Moore, 76 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken very short. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He is going to find Hill here. It'll be a pickup.
Like right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football.
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by an American hero, Pat Tillman. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing on 2nd down. Vic. Open man is Andre Reed. Complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, Vick. And that is caught. Herman Moore. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Herman Moore as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken near the 13. And he's going to get taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
7 yards there on the first down screen play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A final shot before half for Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. This fielded at the 2. Broken tackle. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. And if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. On first down, Dickerson. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the 35 on 2nd down, Vick. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Get there.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. 25 yards. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. looking to throw on second down. Vick eluding the pressure right. And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Throwing on third and long. Vick buying time to his left. This is caught inside the 15.
Here we go.
A big play, Vick to Moss. 57 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. On second and 9, Vick. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job.
And he's going to go down again. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up fourth down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This will be taken about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On first and 10, here's Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Check 13. Check 13. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Switch. Check. Hey, bunch.
Now Wentz. Flushed out right. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. So first and 10 now from the 30. Back now in Los Angeles. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be second and 12. Throwing his Wentz. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble. And now it's third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. From the gun, it's Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Tillman. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Johnson, the intended target. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop. Well done from a safety to come up there at the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle, too.
Yeah, he actually played into his position, didn't he? He's the strong safety. That means being near the line of scrimmage, cleaning up the run game, almost an extra linebacker, and he relishes the opportunities to put a big hit on a runner.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On third down, Vick sliding out of the pocket. Able to find Walter. That's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And how about that throw? We saw a combination of elite arm strength and obviously the ability to move the sticks with that completion. But it's the way that he throws the ball. So compact. Yet the ball comes off of his hand, and it just whistles to the receiver.
And Vick's throw there incomplete. Herman Moore is the man he was looking for. And now it's second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Aaron Donald able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
You can't stop me.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on third and long. Vick, flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Dickerson. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd. They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. Touchdown, L.A.! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they're able to break the tie and move out corner. McManus's point after is good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Vick. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. What a gut punch. That should be the nail in the coffin with those 2 points, making this a 2-score game now with time, Charles, clearly not on their side.
Yeah, they have to give the football away as well. Had a chance. Yeah, it was a small chance to get down the field, but guess what?
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first pure kicker ever in the Hall of Fame, Jan Stenerud, to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Dickerson, call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, Dickerson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
On play action, Wentz. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. The offense backwards. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a give, right side. Dickerson. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Wentz now to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. shotgun now for Wentz. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Now, here's 1st and 10.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Hey, switch!
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. On 2nd down now, it's Jackson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Mike, yellow. Hey, 43.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. From midfield, here's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 9 catches, 105 yards for Tyreek Hill in the Super Bowl, and he likely had the biggest play of the game, wouldn't you say?
I would say so. 44-yard catch on 3rd and 15. Usually you're trying to just find enough space to get over the sticks, right? Get a 16, 18-yard gain, which is difficult in and of itself. But 44 yards on 3rd and 15. San Francisco had contained him so well throughout the game because you know what it's like with Tyreek Hill. When he catches the ball, you better surround him or he'll break a big one. Finally does it at the key point, and that starts the comeback for Kansas City. Paved the way for the first of 3 KC touchdowns in the 4th quarter.
They set up the screen to Bo. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. The 40. He's at the 30. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Check back.
On 1st down, Dickerson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, Dickerson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Extra. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now a man who played baseball in Kansas City, Bo Jackson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Not a whole lot of room to run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the great move. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 34. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. On 2nd down now. Dickerson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Go.
On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. Being chased out left. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A 4th down gamble turns into a 4th down scramble. But all is well. 1st down. An opportunity to get back to level after the fumble return touchdown. 1st and goal. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. They'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A gain of 7 might change the thought. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Khalil Mack in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Mahomes now to throw. Flush to his right. Julius Peppers. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Gets this one to Hill. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. They find some open field here. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. DK Metcalf taking it in. And the Saints have taken the lead. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences...
This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 66 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Great way to start. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Wentz. And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And this one is right down Broadway. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
We got this.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Yellow.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes, complete. The tight end, Kelsey. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Pat Tillman, the legend, in on the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. On 3rd down, here's Bo. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Mahomes going to throw. And this is caught by Jackson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. There goes a... This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 38 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I